Ryan Little.
What is up, my YouTube family, y'all? I hope y'all had a very good Christmas. I hope you guys, or holidays, whatever it is you may celebrate, hope you guys had a good time, was able to spend it with loved ones and all that good stuff. I know I did a lot of good time with the family and whatnot. All right, so bringing y'all some content. So today y'all saw some of the clips beginning of the video. We are officially dropping the headliner in the 4th gen. All right, we're doing the Starlight headliner. So I've been putting this off for over a year because I ordered the stuff to do a Starlight headliner last year when I pretty much bought this truck, and I never did it because I was like, man, I don't have time, obviously I got time now, so we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. No idea how I'm gonna get this headliner out of the truck. I've heard and people told me, and I've seen some videos, basically through the back door. It's easy on the mega cabs apparently. You just got to slide the seat up all the way forward, and I don't know, we're gonna figure out though. We're gonna figure out. So I'm sitting in the back seat right now of the truck, and it's nice back here, man. It's really nice. I ain't never sat back here before, so I need to get drove around a lot more often, man. But look at this view, man. It's gorgeous. I already got out the mirror there. I took that out. I kind of got a little head start because I was trying to take it out Christmas Eve, but I ran out of daylight. So now it's Tuesday, so we're getting back to it now. But all I've done so far, y'all, is I've taken out the mirror, little clips. Everything is either going to be an 8 mil or a 10 mil or a T20 Torx bit. This piece here, to get it out, I know it's very scary, but legitimately all you do is you go up underneath the white portion. Let me see where's it at? Right here. Man, it's a lot of room back here. So all you do is just put your hands, when it's up on the roof, get your hands underneath here and just pull straight down. Okay, it's gonna feel like you're breaking some stuff and snapping some stuff, but it's not gonna break. So when you first start from the back side, so this side here. So come here, put your hand under and just pull straight down. It's gonna need a little muscle, so don't be afraid to give it a little love, and that entirety front will drop out. And then once that is done, go to the sides, both of the sides at the same time, and pull straight down, same thing. And then what you notice is on I say back side, but really it's the forward side, these clips sit in there. So do not pull from the front side of it first, just to kind of give you a little orientation, you know what I'm saying, where the garage buttons are at. Save that for last, because once you snap out all the other stuff, you just slide it forward and it just comes out, and then you gotta disconnect the wires. One of them, it's easier if you just take the light out itself versus trying to unclip it, because you don't have a lot of space when taking that out. So yeah, so we're gonna get back to work, man. I'm gonna be real with y'all. So all we gotta do is I'm gonna drop the front A-pillars, take off that one too. Then we're gonna come over here, take these ones out. I don't know how to do that yet, but we're gonna figure it out. Pop out the speaker bezels. Pretty sure I gotta take off or disconnect the speakers, which is easy. And then back here, you have some what looks like Phillips screws. Yep, Phillips screws back here. So we're gonna see what happens, and I'll give you guys an update once we get to that point. Tight. All right, y'all. So we over here finished this side up, got the A-pillars out, finished that. This is out, so the front officially is like, oh snap, she's kind of ready. Oh yeah, let's go, baby. All right, so we're working our way back. So right now we're here by the seat belt. So I've never done this before, so I figured it'd help somebody out. All right, so check it out. Pop these caps off, a little pry tool or a small flathead. Pop them out. There's gonna be 10 mils in there. Go ahead, take those out. Now we have to take the seat belt off. All right, what you're gonna need for this is pop this cap off right here. I already did it, but it just right here. Just get here and just pull straight out. Pop it out, and then there's a T50. So then you have a T50 Torx bit. That's the size you're gonna need. Undo that bolt. It's gonna come off. I'm gonna do it right now and show you guys real quick. All right, so it's out now. It's blue Loctite on there, so make sure whenever you put this back in, you put that Loctite back in there too. One thing I forgot to mention, this panel here, just kind of pop it backwards, get it out the way. Now from here, This is the part we're gonna still figure out. Now there's an airbag back here, so don't just go crazy. I'm gonna figure that out real quick and then I'll let y'all know. All right, so I figured it out, y'all. So all I did was, so you see here, these guide pins go up, so don't come up here pulling out. Legit by accident, I came back here, I came right here on the side and I just pulled it back so I can kind of see what was back there, and it actually snaps out. So you can see right there, those are the clips. So basically you want to pull down here, get the bottom done. Once that's done, you just go ahead and take her out. Oh wait, seatbelt's in the way. Okay. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, so I lied. Well, it looks like it's gonna sit here then for now, because I'm not completely doing the thing, the whatchamacallit, so. All right, I lied, I ended up taking it out. All I did was I got my dikes. You know, I just cut a little slit, and then you can just get it out the way. It's definitely gonna help. Plus, got some cool stuff going on with this stuff, so I ain't gonna talk about that yet till I do it though. All right, we making some headway, y'all. I'm gonna be real with y'all. It's actually easy to take this stuff apart. So that's this corner is the only thing over here that's still up. I just breezed through all of that probably in a matter of 15, maybe 20 minutes, and that's me taking my time. Or you want to take your time doing this, you know what I'm saying? That back corner, there's those 2 Phillips screws up there, those gold little thingies. Take those out. That big old thing here, it just snaps out. Undo the seat belt, 50 mil, the T50 Torx, T20 for the factory speaker if you have them on the roof. If not, then you don't even have to worry about it. Yeah, man, this thing is going by breezy. These guys, that center, pop that open. There's a T20 in there, and then there's the Phillips over here, like I was telling y'all. So I'm about to get this last corner knocked out real quick. Wow. All right, y'all, so went ahead, got everything ready to drop. Actually, let me show y'all real quick. So everything's like, ain't nothing holding her up right now except these seals, I'm pretty sure. So I started letting these down. Yep, she's starting to get a little sag in her. Ain't no biggie, just let that chill like that. I'm just kind of slowly going around making sure everything's like, you know, is matching up. Nothing's getting snagged or snatched up or ripped. These trucks got so much wires and stuff, man, and all the features and whatnot. This being a sunroof, I'm sure is more up there than what it should be normally. So we're gonna pull that down. Oh yeah, all right. I'm gonna start slowly letting down. I'm gonna do it from the front. I think I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do the seats. I'm not too sure yet. I gotta put these back up and then drop those down all the way. I think that's what has to happen. I don't know. When I figure out a way to get it out the door, I'm definitely gonna show you guys and explain how I do it, because I know that's like probably the biggest question or thing everybody has. I couldn't find a good video on YouTube showing like, hey, this is how you take it out the truck. They just say, yeah, we're gonna take it out, and then they take it out and then it's in their garage or somewhere on the floor getting stabbed and whatnot. So your boy's coming through, you know what I'm saying? So make sure you smash that thumbs up. All right, so the headliners drop down. The only thing I gotta do up here, unplug this main harness. This harness runs up here, and there's some tape up here I gotta get out the way, and then you just have to pull this harness off, set it on the dashboard. This main harness here, man, I was about to cut this thing because I didn't know it could set up there, so I'm so happy about that. All right, headliner is officially out the truck. I know I said I was gonna show y'all how to get it out, but I can explain it. Hopefully that helps. It was just, you need a second hand, because you're gonna need somebody over there kind of like touching it, like helping it. And then I came out the back window or back door on the driver's side. Got some foam, got caught up. Don't be afraid to like flex it. I'm not telling you to snap it in half, but like you can maneuver it. So you can see what I did here. I put the seats all the way back. I'm gonna take the seats out when it's time to put it back in. So I'm gonna take the front seats out. But basically, take the headrest off, put the seat all the way down. If I can only tell you for mega cab, fold the seats down all the way to where it's a flat bench. And then when it comes down, you basically want to rotate the goal is to shimmy it to where you can pull it out this way. You will up here, you can actually see where it rubbed a little bit on the foam. You will have to, like I said, you're gonna have to conform it, like you're gonna have to fold it down. You're gonna see some creases. Don't freak out, it's not the end of the world. This is why some people, if they're not re-sueding it, they will leave it. They'll leave it and then they'll just do it from inside, but we can't be doing that. But definitely taking out, I think I'm gonna take out the front seats. Or actually, yeah, I am gonna take out the front seats. I debated if it was better to leave these down or up. But I think once these seats are out, it's gonna be a world difference when it's time to go back in. Because legitimately, I had it, you know, let's say this is it. I had it like this, and I came out at an angle, or actually it was like this. And I came out, I pulled backwards at an angle. So I'm sure y'all wanna see the headliner. I can show you so you know I'm not BS and it's not messed up or nothing. This is it. It's dirty though. And it was dirty before I took it out, but you can see I had to bend it and stuff. The most bending I was doing was, I wanna say, I'm turned around now. It was around this area. Like I had to, you know, bend it. And like I said, look, you get the creases like that. As soon as I take my hands off, it's good. Okay, so don't be afraid to bend it. Don't snap it. I'm not telling you to snap it in half like chopsticks, but you know, you can bend it. It's molded, man. It's molded. It's made to flex and stuff. So for this one, we're gonna be re-sueding it. I am not peeling off the existing one because the existing liner is good. So we're gonna roll with it. But I've been waiting a long time for this. Yes, Lord. We got some suede. So definitely the hard part for now is done. I have no idea how it's gonna go when it's time to put it back in there. This is gonna be a two-part video. So part one is gonna be uninstall, getting the suede done on here, and then yeah, yeah. Man, I can't believe I took this thing out, man. This thing it was massive. Like, dropping it didn't suck. Taking it out sucked. Mainly because I was super slow and nervous about breaking it. And then eventually I was like, all right, man, she's coming out. Bend, pull, you know, you gotta have somebody on the front side, front passenger door, kind of shimmying it to keep it, you know, working with it, and then watching the roof to make sure it's not getting snagged on the roof, all that stuff. But as you can see here, nothing happened to this headliner. I got some nasty stains here. This is also the perfect time, if you're doing this, to check your third brake light, especially on these 4th gens. So we come over here. I'm gonna be putting a water hose. Put a water hose up here. Make sure that sucker's not leaking in. At some point, this back glass got changed because there was shattered glass inside the floor when I first bought the truck. Like, not a lot, just a little bit. Wow. So, man, that was wild. Scuffed up the seat a little bit. Ooh. No biggie, I can fix that. Get that cleaned up. Man, y'all. Yep, so we got that lined up. What else we gotta do? Something else. Shoot, the cab lights, that's right. So more than likely, probably gonna change out those cab light bulbs, put some LEDs up in there while it's up here. Now that I got the boost mirrors, the boost LEDs on here, those are the brightest next to the headlights. Those are like the brightest LEDs on the truck. So we got to get everything up to speed too, man. And then I was doing it and I was like, man, I don't want to scratch my seats or put a hole in it. So just take your time. I mean, shoot, you can see that corner right there. Look at that foam. That's just that orange stuff or yellow powder. That's the foam from the top of the roof. Ain't nothing to freak out about. It's just, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. But as it is right now, the way this looks in here, you can get the seats out or get the headliner out through there. headrest remove, seats back all the way, and just you don't have to wiggle it. And it's gonna be tight coming out the back. It's not gonna just slide out all easy. It's gonna be tight coming back. That's something floating around my eye. And then you just, yeah. Yup. All right, you guys. So now from here, we're gonna go ahead, close up the truck, pop the covers off, which I barely put them in because I didn't want them hanging. These just snap out. Pop those out, and then it's time to lay down some suede, man. Yo, let's go. Hey, real quick though, real quick. I gotta give credit when credit is due. Shout out to Ryan Mayer, 6'7" Lime, because I got this idea from him when he did the banana ram a couple years ago, and he did that. Legitimately, this is the exact same suede, tan suede he found on Amazon. Exact same one when I saw him do it on the banana ram, and once I got the Longhorn, I was like, it's happening. This is happening. So I just laid it down, y'all, just to see, test fit. I've had this thing in here for a minute, man. It's gonna look good though, and it's just wide enough too. It's like the perfect width. Actually, I can pull some of this slack over, but yo, man, god damn, this thing looks good. Whew. All right, I got a lot too extra. I ordered way so much. Alright, you guys, some time went by. First things first, disclaimer, I am not a seamstress, I'm not an upholsterer, I don't do anything like that. It's the most I've done when it comes to stuff like that. Or the most I've done is probably build like a duck blind on a John boat, like nothing like this before. So there's like 2 or 3 blemishes that I'm gonna explain, but you know, it is what it is, man. I could easily never tell you guys or show you, and then you just think this is the best thing on planet, immaculate, Cameron's so good, da da da. But hey, I'm human. This is my first time ever doing something like this when it comes to upholstery. So I'm gonna show you guys what we're working with. Me personally, first time doing this, I tolerate this, but let me go ahead and show you all this. All right, y'all. So this is it. It's all laid down. Now I don't know if the camera makes it seem nicer or seem good, but it's good. It's good. It's all laid down, you guys. This is very, very, very tricky. Just because, yeah, this was wide enough, maybe giving me about 2-3 inches on each side, which means that you have to lay it perfectly. And then the thing that made this the trickiest is the sunroof. This definitely made it tricky, because if this was just a regular one, the back was perfect. This would have been like this, all right? But this is it though. So I'm gonna show y'all where I kind of messed up at. So because this material can't stretch, I mean it can, but it's not that stretchable. Trying to cut it to where it contours to the around the sunroof was very tricky. So what ended up, well, first things first, I went to spray, and originally I bought 4 cans on Amazon last year of this. This is trash. Like, this wasn't even like, I mean, it's liquidy. It wasn't doing nothing. So then I went to the store and I bought some actual headliner adhesive, and that comes out like snot. Like it lays down super thick. So that's where what had happened first. So what happened was, the first time what I was gonna do was I sprayed half, and then I was going to press half of it down and then do the other half. But when I went to do it, I noticed the spray wasn't working, so I lifted it off because I didn't want it to dry, and I went to the store and got it. When I came back and I laid it back down, it shifted to the right maybe about an inch, half an inch. So, and I had already made my cuts, my pre-cuts for everything was already made. So shifting it an inch over, about an inch and a half over, it threw off the holes here. It is what it is, not the end of the world. So for example, like right here, you can see originally when I made the cuts, it was more forward, so it also came forward too, so it was more forward. So this was off. I already trimmed up whatchamacallit, most of it already, but I left this here because it's drying right now. And then over here for the sunroof, that was not there, so actually it slid forward and to the right, so that was in the corner, the cut, and that was not there. Same thing on this side, in that corner, to get it to lay down, and in that corner. All right. Besides that, what else? Over here, it barely is over, but the trim piece is gonna cover this, and it's in the back. It's not that crazy. Besides that though, everything else went pretty good. From here back, it laid the way I wanted it to lay. It's very tricky because you don't get a lot of stretch out of the material. So when it's laying down into the valleys and the corners and the grooves and stuff, it's pulling itself in, which is obviously expected. But the thing is you gotta make sure it lays down. So what I did was, and I had the wifey help me out earlier because legitimately I needed two sets of hands because there's no way I was gonna be able to lay it. Well, what I ended up doing was we strung up the back using 2 straps here, and slowly as I was working it, she was slowly coming down with it, and I was pushing it out like this. That way it's all laid down, because I started doing it with my hand, and what was happening was it was like little air pockets and stuff that was happening, and it was like making it look ugly. So I did that, and then I had this little guy. This is nice for little corners and stuff, like right there and whatnot. Everything else though, all around here by the visors is good. The corners, I'm telling you man, it's super tricky doing this because the corners, the way they contour and it's like that. Like I'm probably gonna have to lift that up, and you see how that's standing up right there? I gotta redo that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have to peel this back and force it up into that groove, because that's not good right there, not at all. So I'm gonna take care of that. Back here, everything else laid good though. This side's good. The suede looks good. All I did now was I went around the edges to make sure that the edges laid good. I don't want any air. I don't want this thing drooping down in the truck, because if this thing starts sagging in the truck with the Starlight and all that stuff, I mean, that's a wrap, man. I'm probably gonna have to buy a new headliner, or take it to a professional and have them reupholster it. Gonna let the glue dry try to give it 24 hours before I start stabbing the holes in it. That's no reason why it's important to make sure it lays down, is because now we're gonna start stabbing holes through this headliner. And if there's pockets like this, I'm not gonna put lights here, but if I was, and there's pockets like that, that is gonna ruin the experience, and it's gonna ruin the job. For the most part, if you're wondering, Starlights they're pretty much gonna stop here. So this will be the cutoff here and back. So I'll do this portion, that portion, and then we're gonna go back with it. At first I was gonna try to get the edges as close to the edges as possible. I don't know, I gotta watch some YouTube videos, but as right now, I'm gonna keep it like when it starts to curve, that's where my cutoff line is gonna be at. But yeah, we'll take it from there though. I might throw some up here, but the visors are gonna be up here, so you won't even see them. So yeah, the cutoff's probably gonna be like here or something, but it's all good. It's all good in the hood. Like I said, y'all, this is my first time ever doing this. Never did this before. What the heck? Wrong way. Never did this before, so y'all let me know. Let me know what y'all think. I think I was debating on, I think I'm gonna make this the part 1, and then I'll make little mini series on it. All right, guys, that's gonna do it. It was some work. This was some work, and we're not done yet. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna tell y'all. So for this portion, for the sunroof, all I'm gonna do is like, I'm gonna look for maybe some, like, go buy me a leather belt. Give me like a leather belt from like the store or Hobby Lobbies or something, or Boot Barn. I'm gonna cut it and I'm gonna just glue the leather. It's gonna be a leather trim around and kind of give it that Western look. And not to mention, it's gonna hide the ugly, the ghetto-ness. So you just gotta be creative, you know what I'm saying? Just because something goes wrong doesn't mean that you suck, or, you know what I'm saying, just get creative with it, you know what I'm saying? My lines are janky. Look at that ghetto stuff right there. But we're gonna make it work out, you know what I'm saying? We can get some stuff to bedazzle it, to hide it, you know what I'm saying? And it's not the end of the world. You know, you live, you learn, you reset. But we will gonna fix this, because this is actually bugging me real bad right now. So let me fix that. There we go, much better. Nice and smooth, no bubbles. Telling you, man. And the thing about it too is, when you spray it, don't freak out. Don't think you have to lay it before it dries. You can peel it up, put it back down. You know what I'm saying? You don't think you need to sit here and lay it immediately and make it look like trash. You can definitely pull it up, set it back down, go from there. You know what I'm saying? And it'll work. You have like a 5-10 minute window to be able to lift it up, put it down, and if it feels like it's not tacky enough, just spray some more, get it tacky, just lay it, and you'll be good. I will tell you what though, once this dries, like dries, it's hard to get it up, because there was a couple spots I lifted up and I damn near ripped the original liner off. But what y'all think though? Tell me what you think. All right, y'all, that's gonna do it for this video, part 1. You better stay tuned, because y'all know we're gonna be coming with some more content on this. This is just part 1, and then we get the joy of putting it back in the truck once it's all said and done. Which, any tips on this, and then tips on putting it back in the truck, by all means drop a comment. I want to hear what you guys got to say. Let me know what you guys say in general, okay? So thank you guys so much for joining. Until next time, take care, be safe, peace out, all that good stuff. Make sure you smash the thumbs up, like button, drop a comment, all that good stuff. I'll see you guys soon.